folks, just getting set up here. Sorry for the delay.
I know, that's the thing.
All right, folks, the Zamboni's just getting off the ice. Stillwater versus St. Paul Red. Stillwater's waiting to get on the ice. Just waiting for the ice to set up and refs to come out. Here they come, Stillwater.
There. Nice set.
Thank you.
Is that her?
Well, folks, we've got Stillwater wearing the red jerseys. St. Paul is wearing the white jerseys. So we are playing the St. Paul red team, but they are wearing the white jerseys. All right, looks like today's starting lineup, we've got Gus Bonin, Cash Junker, Ty Sirianni, and a D, Declan O'Shea, and Dylan Johnson. All right, we're underway. Period number 1 at Highland Arena. Declan O'Shea holds it in, gets a shot on net. Dylan Johnson holds it in. Cash Junker gets the rebound, goal. Stillwater takes the lead, 1-0. 11:16 left in the first period. Again, that was Dylan Johnson with the initial shot from the point, and Cash Junker getting the rebound goal. Offsides on Stillwater. Weston Linnell's shot is wide of the net. Dylan Johnson's able to hold it in the zone, fires it on net. Couple rebound chances there for Stillwater, but the goalie's able to cover. And there's be a face-off in the offensive zone. Long shot by St. Paul's, saved by Logan, Stillwater goalie. Declan O'Shea dumps it in. Stillwater's forechecking. Kai Koffenberg dumps it in. Brendan Docks on the forecheck. Parker Taylor with a shot. Deflected by a defenseman. Docks with a short angle shot. Saved, and a rebound goal by Parker Taylor. Stillwater takes the lead, 2-0. 8 minutes left in the first. Sorry, folks. The camera's having a little hard time tracking the puck today for some reason. Even though we've got a good angle to videotape. Boxland's able to disrupt the play. Kep is skating the puck up. Takes a shot on net. Arlo Sonic on the forecheck. Linnell's able to hold it in along the boards. Stillwater dumps it back in. O'Shea skates it into the zone. Takes a shot. St. Paul goalie's able to cover. Stillwater shoots it down the length of the ice for icing. 6:25 left in the first period. Stillwater leads 2-0. Shot on net is saved and covered by Stillwater.
Nice face-off.
O'Shea clears it out of the zone. Official called offsides. Errant whistle on the play there. But face off outside the zone. St. Paul called for an icing. St. Paul with a chance there. Jacob Kep with the back check. Saved by Logan. Keegan Smith battling for the puck in the corner. Parker Taylor skates it out of the zone. Dumps it in. Parker Taylor disrupts the play. Doc's battling for the puck along the sideboards. And this will be icing on Stillwater.
Let's go, ponies!
Weston Linnell passes it to Louis Junker just off his stick. Good chance. O'Shea holds it in. Fires it on net. Sonic forechecking in the corner. Stillwater's able to hold his own. Dumps it back in. Louis Junker comes out of the corner with it. Shot goes wide. Arlo Sonic on the forecheck. Come back to the point. Austin Voxland with a slap shot from the point is gloved down by the goalie. 4:12 left in the first period. Stillwater leads 2-0. We've got a high sticking call.
Let's go, ponies!
So penalty on St. Paul, number 11, high sticking. Stillwater will be on the power play for 1:30. 4:03 left in the first period. Face-off comes out of the zone. Stillwater will regroup. Dumps it back in on net. Ty Sirianni on the forecheck. Gus Bonin behind the net. Passes it back to the point. Dylan Johnson dumps it back into the corner. Dylan Johnson pinching. Shot on net. Koffenberg with a shot from the point. Stopped by St. Paul goalie and covered. 3:13 left in the period. 41 seconds left on the power play. Keegan Smith wins the face-off, back to the point. Koffenberg with a shot. Parker Taylor passes the puck back to Koffenberg at the point again. Back down to the corner. Parker down to Docks. Koffenberg with another shot from the point, deflected. Puck comes out, Stillwater regroups. Kaufenberg skates it in and dumps it. St. Paul's full strength. St. Paul with a chance with the guy coming out of the penalty box there. Kep is skating up the puck. Loses it. Louis Junker skates it up, passes to Sonic. Weston Linnell can't hold it in the zone, comes out.
Go now.
Weston
go.
Linnell.
Skate. Skate. Go.
There we go. Louis Junker's got the puck. We got a 2-on-2. Shot is wide of the net. Weston Linnell gets it on the sideboard. Back to the point. Declan O'Shea. Shot is tipped. In Wesson's skates. Back to the point again. St. Paul's able to clear the zone. Dumps it down.
Stay out there, bud. Stay out there.
Dylan Johnson passes it up to Gus Bonin. Skates it into the zone. Gus makes a move. Loses control of the puck. Comes back to the point. Loxlin with another slap shot. I think that hit somebody's skate and comes out of the zone. Bonin working the puck down into the corner. Back to Dylan Johnson at the point. Shots deflected wide. Weston Linnell passes back to Voxlin at the point. Tip. Cash Junker had a chance there. Battling in the corner still. Dylan Johnson pinches. Back to the point. Dylan Johnson with a shot. Gus Bonin tried a quick turnaround shot. Just went wide. Linnell's battling in the corner. Has control. And that's the end of the first period. Stillwater leads 2-0.
Well, Kelsey enjoys it. Okay.
All right, starting the second period, we've got Kaufenberg at D, along with Kep, Ty Sirianni, Cash Junker, and Gus Bonin. Logan is in goal for Stillwater. Stillwater leads 2-0 here at Highland Arena, St. Paul. Gus Bonin with his scoring chance there, just puck came off the stick. Kep holds it in, shoots it into the corner. Cash Junker on the forecheck. St. Paul clears. No icing. Koffenberg passes it up along the boards. Ty Sirianni's battling for it. St. Paul with a chance. Shot on net. Rebound was loose. St. Paul still controls. Another chance. Ty Sirianni skates the puck out.
Yeah.
Dumps it into the corner. Brendan Docks on the forecheck in the corner. Keegan Smith. Keegan Smith on the forecheck into the corner. All right. Puck comes out. Pass up to Parker Taylor. Shot from the blue line is gloved down. Face off in the offensive zone for Stillwater. Dylan Johnson with a shot from the point. St. Paul sends it the length of the ice. That'll be icing.
Now let's use it.
9:48 left in the second period. Stillwater leads 2-0. Louis Junker with a backhand shot. Rebound attempt by Arlo Sonic. Covered by St. Paul.
Find the back of the net. Let's go. Nice. Beat him to it, Arlo. Beat him to it. Nice pass.
Pass back to the point. Saved into the corner. Weston Linnell behind the net with the puck. Held in by Declan O'Shea. Dylan Johnson with the puck. Passes it over to Austin Voxland.
Down, bring it in. Put it in. Oh. In. Go, Red, go. Yes.
Sorry, that was Voxland. That was Declan O'Shea previously. Voxland with a shot and the goal. My mistake. Stillwater takes the lead 3-0. 8:50 left in the second period. Stillwater dumps it in. Cash junk. Bowling in behind the net. Centering pass to Cash Junker. Saved by St. Paul.
Ready to keep shooting, Red. Ready to keep shooting.
St. Paul clears. Voxlin back to chase the puck. Passes it up along the boards. Sirianni hits it out. Cash Junker with the puck. Shot, rebound attempt by Gus Bonin goes wide. Puck comes out. And offsides on Stillwater.
Way to go, way to look.
Puck battle on the sideboard here. Parker Taylor gets it. Trying to dump it in. Still fighting for it in the corner. Keegan Smith goes down to help. Doc's in the other corner. Puck comes out. Koffenberg. Doc's behind the net.
Go get it, Red.
Taylor has the puck. Centering pass.
Good job.
Centering pass slash shot. Goalie covers. 6:28 left in the second period. Stillwater leads 3-0.
Let's go, ponies. Find that net. Find that net. There you go, bud. Keep it. Stay with it, bud. Don't let him take it.
Weston Linnell with a shot that's deflected behind the net. Louis Junker, Arlo Sonic battling for it along the sideboards. Kept in by Kep. Attempted slap shot. St. Paul clears. O'Shea. Louis Junker fires it on net. Rebound. Clears. O'Shea over to Kep. Oh.
Nice.
Weston Linnell has the puck. Takes a shot. Glove down.
Nice play.
Saved by St. Paul. .543 left in the second period. St. Paul skates it out of the zone. Gus Bonin skating it up. Chances. Puck is sent out by St. Paul, but icing his way in off. Puck never made it to the goal line. Stillwater clears. Dylan Johnson with the puck behind the net. Stops to take a look. Passes it up to Sirianni. Clears the zone. St. Paul's able to dump it back in. Along the sideboards. Shot. Got a goalie change for Stillwater. Rise in goal now. 4:46 left in the second period. Shot wide of the net. Sorry about that, folks. Accidentally kicked the tripod. Doc's on the forecheck. St. Paul is able to clear the zone. Foxland with the puck. Battling for it along the sideboard, passes it up. St. Paul holds it in. Shots wide. We got Docs along the sideboard now, is able to clear the zone. Foxland clears the zone. Icing's waved off. St. Paul brings it out. Docs dumps it in. Sonic and Docs on the forecheck. Sonic with the puck. Centering pass. Oh. Centering pass from Sonic to Linnell. Shot is deflected wide. Stillwater holds his own back in the corner. Koffenberg at the point. Fires on net, just wide. Louis Junker in the other corner. Shot on net. Tipped by Linnell. Sonic with a rebound goal.
Way to go, Red. Good teamwork.
Sonic with a shot, top right corner from the hash marks, makes it 4-0. 3:02 left in the second period. Koffenberg with the puck, flips it up out of the zone, along the sideboards again to Weston Linnell. Linnell skates it in the zone, passes over to Louis Junker with a shot, hits the pipe. Had the goalie beat, but he hit the pipe. St. Paul clears, Koffenberg back to retrieve the puck. Koffenberg clears the zone. Weston Linnell intercepts the puck. Shot on goal is saved. Blocked. Back to the point. Kept with the shot. Is gloved down. 2:11 left in the second period. Stillwater leads 4-0. Dylan Johnson with a slap shot from the point.
Good try.
It's a good chance. Stillwater was there for the rebound, but St. Paul goalie was able to cover.
Go, Red.
St. Paul clears the zone. Dylan Johnson controls the puck. Rings it around. St. Paul holds it in. Back behind the net is Cash Junker. And this will be icing on Stillwater. 1:35 left in the second period.
Looking good, ponies. Keep it up.
Stillwater flips it out of the zone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good try.
Dylan Johnson holds it in. Shot from the point, deflected. Couple of rebound chances there by Stillwater. O'Shea just not able to hold the zone there. Over to Johnson. Passes it up the boards to Sirianni. Sirianni dumps it in. St. Paul is able to clear it. Icing is waved off. Sorry. St. Paul holds the zone. Shot on net. I think that's the second shot on goal. Rye's able to control that and cover it. 39 seconds left in the second period. Parker Taylor along the sideboard. St. Paul holds it in. Shot on net. It's deflected a couple times wide. Voxlin over along the sideboards. Back again. Parker. Oh, that's Brendan Knox on the. Brendan Knox skates it out of the zone. That's the end of the second period. Stillwater leads 4-0. All right, starting the third period, we've got Louis Junker, Arlo Sonic, Weston Linnell, along with Jacob Kemp and Austin Voxlin. Stillwater leads 4-0. Sonic brings it into the zone, down into the corner, centering pass to Weston Linnell. Shot just goes wide. Weston Linnell in the corner. Louis Junker over to the sideboards. Kep holds it in. St. Paul clears the zone. Voxlin clears the puck. Weston Linnell gets it at center ice. Shot from the blue line. Weston Linnell, a shot from the blue line. I don't know if that was deflected or if it just bounced, but found itself to the back of the net. Stillwater leads 5-0. 11:26 left in the third period. St. Paul dumps the puck. Dylan Johnson back to the corner. Sends it up the boards. Held in by St. Paul. Koffenberg behind the net. Passes it up to Sirianni. A little bit too far. Cash Junker has the puck. Brings it into the zone. Held in by Koffenberg. Sends it back into the corner. Behind the net. Bonin. Short angle shot. Cash Junker in the corner. Dylan Johnson pinches. Keeps it in. Puck comes back to Koffenberg. Shot from the point. Glove down.
I say good shot.
10:29 left in the third period. Stillwater leads 5-0. St. Paul clears. No icing. Johnson battling on the corner. Parker Taylor skates it up. Along the sideboards. St. Paul's able to clear. No icing. The puck was tipped. Koffenberg goes back to retrieve the puck. Brings it around to Docks. Clears the zone. Keegan Smith on the forecheck.
Yeah.
We got Voxland skating it up into the zone. Takes a shot, hits the goalie in the helmet. O'Shea holds it in. Fires it on net, is stopped by a defenseman. Puck comes out. Louis Junker with the puck on the sideboards. Battle in neutral zone here. Wesley Linnell had a collision with the St. Paul player. Sonic on the forecheck. Louis Junker with a shot. Saved by St. Paul. Louis Junker with it again. Trying to get it on his stick to get a shot. St. Paul skates it out. Voxland with the breaking up the play there. Voxland in the corner.
Go get it, Red.
Sonic behind the net. Brings it around the boards to Louis Junker. Puck clears the zone. Louis Junker goes down though. Weston Linnell on the forecheck. Louis Junker on the forecheck behind the net. Declan O'Shea holds it in. Skates it in. Takes a shot. Declan O'Shea with quite the shot off the post into the net. Makes it 6-0. 8:11 left in the third period. That was a great shot by Declan O'Shea. St. Paul dumps it in. Up the sideboard. Bonham's able to get it out. St. Paul dumps it in. The offsides. St. Paul dumps it in. Koffenberg with the puck behind the net. Turns around. Up to Sirianni. Just a bit too far. Cash Junker. Sirianni with the puck again at center ice. Comes back. St. Paul's got it. Shot on net. Koffenberg brings it around the boards. Held in by St. Paul. Sirianni clears the zone. Dumps it in. Kep with the puck. Goes behind our net. Jacob Kep skating it up. Sirianni dumps it in. Stillwater line change. Keegan Smith on the forecheck. Stillwater dumps it in. Dylan Johnson with the puck. Flips it up the sideboards. Stillwater clears.
I don't think so.
St. Paul controls. Tries to dump it back in. Over to the sideboard. Dox has it. Battling. Has control. Centering pass is deflected. Parker Taylor. Another centering pass is deflected. Keegan Smith with a quick shot. Glove save. 5:42 left in the third period. Stillwater leads 6-0. Dox with a centering pass. Keegan Smith battling for it. St. Paul goalie is able to cover. Dylan Johnson with a slap shot. Boxland with the poke check to disrupt the play there. Dylan Johnson has the puck behind the net. Oh. Shot on net by St. Paul. Saved by Rye. Keegan Smith battling in the corner. Parker Taylor skates it out. Into the zone. Shot on net by Parker Taylor is covered. 4:13 left in the third period. We've got running time now. Stillwater leads 6-0. Sonic wins the faceoff. Back to O'Shea. O'Shea keeps it in. Has control. Shot on net. Deflected to the corner. O'Shea with the puck. Into the other corner. Wesson Linnell. Koffenberg holds it in. Back into the corner for Linnell. Linnell centering pass to Louis Junker. Shot on net saved. Koffenberg back to the corner. Holds the line again. Les Linnell with the puck. Centering pass. Tempted to Louis Junker. Sonic with a shot. It's deflected. Declan O'Shea holds it in. Koffenberg holds it in. Shot on net. Weston Linnell behind the net. Has control. Centering pass. Tempted for Louis Junker. St. Paul skates it out. Louis Junker. Cash Junker clears the zone. Icing's waved off. Stillwater with the line change. Bonin forechecking. Boxland intercepts the pass. Shot on net. Save. Ty Sirianni in the corner. St. Paul's able to skate it up. Boxland with poke check. Stillwater clears. This will be an icing call. 1:48 left in the third period.
Let's go, ponies!
St. Paul with a chance. A backhand shot hits the side of the net. Ringed around the board. Dox attacking the point. Another shot by St. Paul, saved by Rye.
Get it out! Get it out!
Around the boards to Docks. Docks not able to control it. St. Paul with another shot on net. St. Paul. St. Paul with a shot from the sideboards. Looked like it was deflected and then went off the top of the goalie's stick, but went in. So Stillwater leads 6-1. 48 seconds left in the third period. St. Paul with another chance, covered. .43 seconds left in the third period. Battle out along the boards. Louis Junker skates it out. Russell Linnell getting tripped up right at the blue line. Sonic and Linnell battling for the puck.
Dig it out. Yep. Go with it.
Sonic forechecking. 13 seconds left. Louis Junker on the back check. 6 seconds. Louis Junker with the interference penalty. We've got 3 seconds left in the game. All right, Stillwater with the win, 6-1 against St. Paul Red. All right, great game, folks. And that's it. 6-1.